Hey everyone, Magic Man Scott 40k here, back at it with more Dawn of War Soulstorm, doing a 4v4 today. Imperial Guard gameplay. I thought you would like it. Now a lot happens in this one, a lot of fighting, back and forth. It's very strange. It's a very strange match, and because of that, I don't know the best way to describe it. And for that reason, I don't know if I'll do an intro on this one. Usually I explain what's going on, but because this one's so odd, it's really hard to tell you what's going to happen. So this is me. I got guard as random. To be honest with you, I've been doing 3v3s and 4v4s for hours today, and I think this is my first actual win. Every time I joined a lobby and we did random teams, it was always it was 3 people with the most hours against 3 people with the least hours. So it was basically impossible to win. And some of these players, I think his name is War Dog just really tryharded. Super tryharded. And you can tell like how many hours people have, right? And it was disgusting to see him try hard against this is a guy with like 500 hours against a guy with like 100 hours. It's not even close. And then you have this guy here, Nitian. Nitian super tryhards. Extreme tryhard. And because of all these tryhards, Soulstorm is becoming more and more, maybe toxic is the word, I'm not even sure. But everyone is playing casual matches like their life depends on it. And it's making Soulstorm less fun. I did a lot of 3v3s and 4v4s today's with a bunch of different people. And to be honest with you, this game, because everyone's playing so hard on just a casual match too, people are playing so competitively, it makes the game a lot less fun. So I think this replay turned out well. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure what the direction of this game is going. It's not going good. I will say Soulstorm is becoming less and less fun. That's basically the intro. So I'll go ahead and introduce the other players, and then I guess we'll get it started. I'll talk about some build orders, just so you guys get an idea of what's going to happen. There's no way I can capture every fight. There's like 10 fights happening everywhere. But yeah. So, Imperial Guard, me. Eartech, or Iratia, Eldar. This guy gets most kills. So this guy is pretty scary. Gotta look out for him. Weezer. I played a Weezer pretty much every day this week. Extremely aggressive Necron player. He pretty much only plays Necrons. It's weird. It's very strange to see Necrons like aggressive. But yeah. And then you have Vano. I think Vano was the host. Yeah, so he does mostly Grey Knights. And then you have Nitian, extremely tryhards. So Nitian puts webway portals everywhere on the map and teleports everywhere. So he's a very teleport heavy guy. And every time I play with Nitian, I think he always picks Eldar. So he's just a tryhard, no fun guy. Maisley really good player. I don't think I ever beat him. Just a stupid good player, basically. And then we have KO 1992 as guard. We actually do pretty much the same build order. Me and this guy do pretty much exactly the same thing. So pretty interesting. And I do make a lot of mistakes. So I think this, I'm not sure who played better. I can't tell you if he's better than me or not. Like, I don't play guard all the time, so it took me a while to remember. But yeah, we do basically the same thing. And then we have Liska. Liska does pretty much only 4v4s. And I would say Liska tryhards every time. And I'm kind of impressed because he'll do 4v4s all day, every day. And he always tryhards. I never seen him like complain though. Like if he loses, he never like says anything. But yeah. He also hosts a lot. So he hosts a lot, and Vano will host a lot. Vano's not bad. He's pretty good. And yeah. For build orders, I go pure defense. I kind of want a wall for my opponent to just run into and break upon. That was basically the plan. Liska usually makes a huge army. Nothing too crazy there. This guy does the exact same thing as me, so I don't have to say repeat it. Eldar, I think plays standard for the most part. So you'll see a standard build order. Weezer does mostly flayed ones. So you'll see like flayed one spam. And then I think I talked about everyone. Did I? Yeah, I think this is almost a mirror match. This is pretty close to a mirror match. You got guard here. You got Necrons here. So it's kind of a mirror match if you think about it. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for the intro. This one's very, very odd. So it's really hard for me to describe. So yeah. Now, because of my defensive playstyle, I don't attack until like the 8th minute. So I'm not going to show you 8 minutes of nothing. But yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start it. Because of my playstyle, I will skip a bit.
Reporting for duty, sir.
I hold the secrets of the
Eldar, and they look ready for war.
Yeah, I'll skip a bit.
And accounted for, sir. I have the enemy in my sights.
And I knew
Objective secured.
I had a pretty good idea. I was fighting Necrons, but I have no idea what an anti-Necron build order would look like. I'm not an expert on that. And you can't really rush Necrons on this map. It's really hard to rush on this map, right? So I can't really rush them and rush them down, right? So I'm not even sure what an anti-Necron build order would look like.
All right, men. Time to wage war.
So here we do this turret. We do this turret war thing.
Lift, right, left.
I think I do a pretty standard build order. My build order is basically anti-rush. You can see Neon turret spamming, which is more than me. I'm guard and I'm not even turret spamming. So I usually build a turret for detection, and that's pretty much it. And because I'm fighting Necrons, I don't need detection. So that's why I didn't make a turret. That's why I skipped the turret. So it looks like we captured middle. There's not a whole lot here. Anyone can break through this. Irta, who gets the most kills later on, he helps me out. I think he's mad that I'm inactive, but that's kind of a guard thing. Here I start to get plasma. I know plasma does more damage against Necrons. I'm also tier 2, so I can use the Commissar ability. But Liska plays every day, all day, so this is no shock to him. And Liska usually does a early tier 2. Here's Necrons pushing in. This guy is extremely aggressive Necron player, which you don't see too often. It's pretty rare to see aggressive Necron players. So you got 2 squads, flayed ones. Flayed ones are placed in a good spot. Good push. Guard helping out. Eldar coming in for the save. Fast Grey Knights. 6-minute Grey Knights. Very interesting. And then this webway shenanigan. Then we have this Imperial Guard war. We're like blasting each other with abilities. I'm not sure, is he tier 2? He's almost tier 2. So I'm slightly ahead of him, not by much. Necron Lord just being a huge pain in the butt for everyone. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he's just so hard to take out. He buys so much time. He's so hard to deal with, basically. And now I can't tell who's who, to be honest. I know one of these Necrons is us. Eldar is doing this really annoying teleport. So Guard has dirt cheap buildings. I think these buildings here are actually pretty pricey. I never seen anyone do this before. Teleport and turrets. He's also stunning the HQ. Was the HQ doing anything? No, none of these buildings are active.
Is that the best you've got?
I think anyone would have fell for this strategy. You never see this anywhere. Here, my upgraded guardsmen are kind of useless because they keep getting solar pulsed and all this other crap. And I forgot to scan. I had to scan for a long time and I forgot about it. So if you don't see me scanning, I completely forgot about it. I made a lot of mistakes. Again, I'm not even sure what an anti-Necron build order would look like. So I just kind of made stuff. Here I make Camaros. I can hide my guardsmen in a vehicle and shoot around. I thought that would help out. And I forgot to upgrade my points. I completely forgot to upgrade these. You can see here, I totally forgot about that. So I make a lot of mistakes there. And it looks like the enemy Necron's winning. But hard to tell. I would say pretty much everyone's tier 2 at this point.
What do we do?
3 squads of free units, I would say. Pretty hard to deal with. Necron Lord is taking damage. And here I fall for this trap. Phase shift plus lightning field. I'm not sure why you would lightning field guard, as they're a pure like range faction. But I fall for that trap and my command squad is dead. Looks like the Eldar. Oh, the barracks went down. That was kind of a fail. I would say these. That was pretty expensive fail. So Eldar should be in trouble. Again, I try to use my plasma, but I keep getting countered. Now I'm not sure what to do. My tier 2 guardsmen came and beat the tier 1 Necrons. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm not sure what to do now. Eldar helps out. All these fast races are a huge pain in the butt to deal with. Dark Reapers doing their thing. Harlequin, a lot of action. Nitian tries this a second time. Again, I would say nobody would expect this, right? I'm not sure how he's affording this. Fire Dragon's extremely expensive. This is one of the most expensive units in the game. And then these turrets are not cheap at all. So I'm kind of questioning how he's even affording this. Stuns the HQ. Stops this upgrade. Now he's got destroyers out. Destroyers make guardsmen pretty much obsolete. And he's also got immortals, so now vehicles are pretty much obsolete. I pretty much have to go for the assassin. I think assassin is pretty much my only out right now. Now he's got vehicles, really annoying. But honestly, if you get the Thunderhammer, I think the Thunderhammer does massive damage to vehicles. I think the Thunderhammer should be enough to actually kill this. I'm not sure if he has the upgrade or not. Oh yeah, he does. You can see the Thunderhammer there. That can actually kill vehicles.
This is the judgment of the righteous, scum.
Now there's some kind of weird push going on over here. If these fire dragons go down, it's pretty good. Again, I would say fire dragons are one of the most expensive units in the game. Now his HQ might go down. I would honestly get in close range with the force commander. Okay, he's doing it now. But it's too late. HQ goes down. Luckily it was a tier 2 HQ, not a tier 3. Necrons goes in again. My only real out to this is just outranging them. So that's pretty much what I do. I just outrange Necrons. Got some Sentinels going. I noticed the destroyers. So Sentinels made sense. Yeah, isn't this a weird fight? And we lost another weird fight. We lost the middle. I would say we lost this area, but you can see here they're just gone. There's no one here. So they won. The bad guys won this fight, but now they're just gone for some reason. It's kind of odd.
Safe arrival.
So I got Necrons on the left, Necrons on the right. These are two different Necrons. So now they're attacking the sides. This is the third Wraith Lord, I think. You can see my economy. My economy's terrible.
Left, right, left.
My economy's garbage. Looks like our Eldar is tier 3. This vehicle here, it like lowers the armor of anything it shoots. So it makes basically all of Necrons obsolete. So this one vehicle alone might turn the tides. It makes pretty much every Necron unit obsolete. More Necron abilities. Liska only plays Necrons, so it's really annoying. Here I finally get my land back. And this is why I wasn't very picky. I wasn't gonna this is why I didn't attack until the 8th minute. I knew I'd get it back. Weird flank. I guess this is a flank. Weird flank over here. Now Nitian is tier 3 somehow, even after all those. He had like 4 fire dragons. I'm not sure how you afford all this. And Seer Council is also expensive. Like I can barely like Guard's special ability is everything is cheap. Like all these guys are dirt cheap, right? That's their special ability. And I can barely afford anything, even with all the price discounts. So it's weird to see a much bigger, much more expensive army. Basically, Guard's whole gimmick is their army should be bigger than yours. That's basically how they win. Even with high resources, fire dragons are really hard. They're very hard to buy. Guard goes in. Unfortunate timing gets Solar Pulse. But you can see here he has basically the same build order as me. Big push from Necrons. Again, it's pretty tough to tell who's who. These Grey Knights should be able to chew right through these Wraiths. These Wraiths should not be an issue for Space Marine. Now Wraiths, for me, I have no idea how to kill them. I have no close range damage. I basically have 0 close range damage. So I'm not sure how to deal with that. I saw all the Chimeras and stuff, so I set my Sentinels over here. Now I'm dealing with two fights that, you know, I'm dealing with this and this at the same time. So now I'm like confused. So I'm making like mistakes left and right. Is this Guardsman upgraded? Yeah, I think he actually has fully upgraded Guardsman, which is not a bad idea against Eldar. You really need a priest though. So it looks like Necron's is tier 3, I'm tier 2. He runs away for some reason. I think the Pariahs, I'm not sure if I would have been able to kill the Pariahs or not. Here I make a heavy weapon team. Just adding on defenses, basically. That's my only real option. Looks like we won this middle fight. I'm kind of surprised because that was a huge army they sent after. And I don't see the huge Necron army over here. I'm not sure what happened to it. Yeah, I still don't see Space Marine stuff. This might be Space Marine's only army. I don't know if they can make any new stuff or not. Now I got a Heavy Destroyer. Heavy Destroyer does massive building and vehicle damage. And what sucks is I'm a vehicle faction, right? So this Heavy Destroyer is a really good idea. Basically, this whole match was just Necron and Eldar nonsense, which made it really tough for me. I use my tier 3 ability. See there. I go last cannon on the heavy weapon team. Here I'm floating like crazy. I'm not even sure how. I'm buying stuff left and right. And my economy, like, here's the thing. I'm floating like crazy, but even, like, this is not a high number. This is a pretty low number for 16 minutes. So even though I'm floating, my resources are kind of garbage. So I'm not sure what's happening there. I probably, in hindsight, thinking about it now, I probably should have bought guardsman upgrades, because that was the plan. I was just gonna make a bunch of guardsmen. With this much money, I can go tier 3 or even tier 4. There's really no point in going tier 4 without the relic, so I just don't. There's like no reason to go tier 4. It looks like Nitian actually hit tier... I think this is actually a tier 4 unit, so it looks like Nitian hit... Oh, it looks like both Eldar are tier 4. Now, Eldar being tier 4 makes sense, because they have this extra land. Now it's getting really, really silly. Basically, Nitian went full anti-building. He made nothing but anti-building units. Space Marine's still alive somehow. I have no clue. But now Necrons is really pushing. Necrons has Monolith, but here in a second it's gonna get stunned over and over. And I felt bad. So it's tier 4 Eldar, tier 4 Necrons. Here I help out a little bit. Not really, but just a little bit of helping out. There I make the assassin. I think I need to. All my stuff just keeps dying instantly. You can see here the monolith is stunned and it's getting shot down by everything. Very strange fight. Right now, I would say it's a 3v1. Yeah, I would call that a 3v1. I'm not sure what the other people are doing. Maybe they ran out of money. This is weird generator placement. Very odd. I don't know why you would put it here. Doesn't matter, I guess. Man, this guy... Ton of vehicle. He just makes the most expensive units over and over again. And again, you can see here, it's hard for me. Like, I'm barely tier 3. I've been tier 3 for a while now, and I barely made anything. I'm having trouble buying vehicles. So it's just, I don't know. Maybe they're just better than me. I don't know. I made a lot of mistakes this game. I have enough to make vehicles for sure. I'm just not fast enough, I guess. I don't think this monolith fired once. Yeah, kind of a 3v1 battle going on. And I hate doing that. I'm not a fan of 3v1s. It's not my thing. It's not fun. It's not satisfying. So I do try to avoid these if I can. And I wasn't able to capture my map. You can see here, Necrons just captured it. I did decap it, but Necrons just captured it again. Big push into all these defenses here. A lot of Necron shenanigans. And this might be a failed push. What's funny is Weezer's usually the aggressive one. You can see all these making all these defenses is weird for him. Looks like that was a failed push. 4 turrets are really hard to deal with. When you got this listening post here. This is a very strong defense.
Look out! Here they come!
I'm not sure if Necrons have an easy way of dealing with this. Yeah, I'm not sure if Necrons have some kind of like, I guess maybe heavy destroyers. Heavy destroyers are, I think they're anti-building, right? So maybe heavy destroyer spam. I'm not sure. This is a tough defense to get past. I'm not sure what the answer for that is. Here I checked this side of the map, and I'm like, oh, he captured it again. And my guardsmen are not upgraded. So even the free ones are a problem for me. These free, not upgraded, you can see here the free and not upgraded. But because my guys are not upgraded, they're a problem for me. And here I think I start making priests, because I just remembered they were a thing. So I start making a bunch of priests and Caskins. But again, I think I was just too slow. We do take all this stuff out, so that's nice. I moved my heavy weapon team over here, and I do fight the other guardsmen. So far, he's only made upgraded guardsmen and these 2 basilisks. I think that's it. So, yeah, he also made a couple of chimera. So I grenade his squad, but he ends up shooting my squad to death. My cast can actually go down here. 2 basilisks can do crazy damage. But here you have pretty much full power Eldar. And I'm not even sure how. This is stupid expensive. I'm not sure how you get the resources for this. Here I think I am going tier 4 because I just had so much leftover money. And none of my stuff was working. So you can see here I'm basically pre-spamming. And what's funny is I wasn't even looking over here. I was too busy over here. I was looking over here. Like I was not even, I didn't even notice I was getting attacked. So I think it was 2 fire dragon squads and 2 falcons, and my priests ended up killing everything, and I didn't even notice. I think my sniper is doing, I forget what my sniper. Oh, my sniper was fighting Necrons. But yeah, I basically need a sniper for this matchup. And then this, I have no idea what Guard could have done. I don't know what he could have done differently. I really don't know. I felt really bad for him. Maybe the tier 3 fanaticism would have bailed him out. But I don't know. This is really difficult to stop. And here I'm actually really struggling against these normal, just the normal Necrons I'm struggling against. And then Netian does like an all-in over here. He does kind of a grab tank spam. 2 of them go down to this turret. So now you have an Eldar versus Eldar fight. Man, Banshees and Warp Spiders. And these Banshees look upgraded too. So yeah, basically fully maxed out Eldar. Here I help out because I wasn't sure what was happening. I think Nitian gives up here in a bit. Very odd spot for Monolith. I'm not sure how it ended up over here. But you can see the Dunderhammer doing crazy damage. There's no way. That's odd. So he's got a tier 4 Monolith here, and he's got this other one. I'm not sure what the point is. I'm not sure why you would upgrade this. I know you get a health boost, but there's really no reason to upgrade. And I'm not. Where do you get the? Oh, it's this one. Okay, I see. He's got this relic. I was gonna say he doesn't have the relic. This is what I mean by this was a very odd match. And I think the same thing is gonna happen. It just gets stunned over and over again. It's really unfortunate. And here I try to take my side of the map for once. I never had it for a second. So I'm trying to finally... for once, I'm trying to take this map. And now Netian gives up, which was the try-hard Eldar. Well, pretty much everyone was a try-hard. And you can see here the monolith gets solar pulsed. So I'm not sure that... There's like 3 monoliths this game, and I don't think any of them did anything. And here the game like crashed for some reason. I'm not sure why, to be honest with you. I'm not sure if Space Marine was the host or Necron was the host. So usually when the host leaves, it acts up. But yeah, this was just a very odd game. And for some reason, Guard was only tier 2. So I'm not sure. Like, I know he had upgraded Guardsmen, but that doesn't really cost that much. They're pretty cheap, right? So I'm not sure what he spent his resources on. But yeah. That's pretty much the end of it. I go tier 3, but not really. I couldn't... I got resources, you can see here. But my army sucks. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to practice more. I haven't played Guardsman in a while. But you can see here I don't really like, my army is kind of garbage. But yeah, Necrons and Eldar working together, it's extremely difficult to deal with. You have Necron's abilities that are really hard to deal with, and then you have Eldar's teleporting. Eldar's teleporting around. It's just a really hard combo to deal with. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Yeah, now nobody has the middle. This was a very odd map, or this was a very odd, just everything. Usually people fight over the death. People fight to the death over the middle. That's usually how this map works. You just stay here and just stand your ground and fight and fight and fight. But nobody did that, really. And it's just really odd to see this map just not captured. That's basically the whole point of this map, if you think about it. Most maps don't have this middle area. They don't have this little side area here. So to me, the whole gimmick of this map is this side area. And you can see here it's empty, right? You can see here this is empty, right? So it's just, it's very odd. And somehow Space Marine's alive. I no clue how that happened. Yeah, then you see... Looks like he started to recover. I think he's tier 2. Or actually, no, he is tier 3. Space Marine hit tier 3 somehow. Just a very odd match. Very odd game. So yeah, hopefully you like that one. I'll show you the end stats. Alright. So it looks like Weezer got the highest score. I'm not sure how. He was just kind of moving his army everywhere, and they died. He was just moving his army aimlessly. And I'm not sure if he ever had the monolith. I don't think he ever had the... I'm not even sure if he had the Catan transformation. So somehow he got the top score. Basically tier 3 Necrons. And I'm not sure if he had tier 3 units. So basically tier 2 Necrons. I don't know, it was very odd. And then Eldar was fully maxed out, so seeing them on top, that makes sense. And let's see here. Is there anything? Looks like I got 3rd place somehow. I made like too many mistakes, I would say. I'm not sure how I got 3rd place. I made way too many mistakes. Yeah, I hit tier 4, but I'm not even sure if that was a good idea. I didn't really have anything. My army could have just been destroyed by any player, really. Just bulldozed. Let's see here. So somehow, and I watched this replay a few times. I'm not sure how, but I have more kills and deaths. No clue how that happened. I watched this like 3 times. No clue. Like I have no idea what I killed. Gonna be honest with you. So Fire Dragon's what? A squad of 5. I killed 2 squads. So that's 10 kills there. I killed a bunch of vehicles mostly. I couldn't kill the Necron units. And I'm really surprised my kills are higher than my deaths, because the destroyer killed 2 squads. Maybe even more than that. And then I lost my command squad like 3 times. I just kept losing everything. So I'm not sure, like, me having higher kills and deaths doesn't really add up. And it says here I have 10 buildings destroyed. And I'm not sure when that happened. I sent I sent 2 squads to take out the monolith. But I'm not sure if those 2 squads actually did anything. I really don't think they destroyed 10 buildings. That's hard to believe. So yeah, I have no idea what 10 buildings I destroyed, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you. I have no clue how that happened. Eldar has almost 200 kills. Makes sense. Full power Eldar is terrifying. Necrons, who got top score, actually had more deaths than kills. So go figure there. And looks like he had the largest army. If he had the largest army, his army must have been bigger than Eldar's. If his army was like, I didn't really notice his army, to be honest with you. And then Space Marines, you can see there, 60 kills, about 20 deaths. So Space Marines did extremely well, even though they lost everything. So good job there. I'm not sure if Grey Knights was the right choice. It worked out, but I'm not sure if that was I couldn't tell you if that was the right choice or not. I'm not sure if Grey Knights are anti-Eldar. But Eldar did go full anti-building. So maybe Grey Knights was the good choice. Hard to say. And it looks like on the enemy team, the guy with 2 level 4 monoliths, looks like he got the highest score. And that's pretty much it. Eldar destroyed 15 buildings. That's pretty good. Usually if you destroy 8 buildings, you win. He's got 15 buildings destroyed. So that's pretty good. And he did hit tier 4 somehow. But yeah. I just think this was a really odd match, and I thought someone out there might enjoy it. And yeah. I want to see Liska's. Liska was the guy I was 1v1ing until Eldar helped out. Looks like, yeah, man, he lost a lot. 94 deaths. Ouch. So yeah, it looks like Liska probably would have died with that many casualties. I guess that's it. There's nothing more I can really break down. So hopefully someone out there enjoyed it. A lot of tier 4 action. And yeah. I actually made the Mars pattern command before I exited out. So I was almost tier 4. But I didn't have the relic. And I didn't have the resources for the Bane Blade. So I'm not sure what would have happened. And I was really scared to go tier 4 because Necrons can steal vehicles. So I thought I would go tier 4 and then all my tier 4 units would get stolen. So I was actually I was kind of against the idea of going tier 4. But anyways, looks like that's it for this one. I made a lot of mistakes, but somehow I survived. For the future of the channel, for the future of YouTube, every match I played was like this, where everyone was tryharding. Just all day, every day. Every match was like this. You know, and it can be fun, right? Tier 4 battles, giant vehicle battles. It can be fun, but because everyone's tryharding every day, all day, it makes making videos a lot harder. I make videos for fun, and because everyone's tryharding, it's becoming less and less fun. So, my motivation to make videos has been going down a lot. So I'm not sure when the next video will be. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.